city is pretty when it's dead, just like a flower. What colors the sea and towers blue? It's like a text I sent you from your internet. The city is pretty when it's dead, just like a flower. What colors the sea and towers blue now? Like how I'm feeling about you now. City is pretty when it's dead. OBS is really playing around today. Really playing around. Alright. Set that. Alright, and the light. Where's the light? There we go. No time for updates. Okay, we're already late. Late like the Heroes remake, which we're still waiting for. Still waiting on that. What's up, chat? Meta 13 with the $2. We're not doing song request today, please. We are not doing song request. That's why I didn't put it in the super chat goal. We are not doing song request. You know, I'm trying to avoid copyright nightmares right now. So, because the moment you do song request, you get copyrighted songs, and then to get rid of the copyrighted songs, YouTube will try and get rid of them, and then it disables the chat. So when you rewatch the stream, there's no chat, and it's just it's so much. Nowadays, even video game music's not even safe, because like certain video game songs are getting claimed now. Crush 40 is claiming songs. Sweet Dreams in 06, the credits theme, they've been Akon, that was Akon, they've been claiming that for years. Nowadays, even the video game music getting claimed. I think back in the days, video game music, they just used to let people do what the fuck they want. Now it's just like, because they're putting on Spotify and shit, they're trying to like close in. So, you know, it's just getting so much now. Trying to remember which songs are getting claimed or which songs aren't getting claimed. Vocal themes are not the safe space they used to be. You know, it's just a mess. Yo, Afro Shoe Anderson with the $10 donation. Thank you so much for the support. More gameplay, thanks for the stream. Yeah, man, like, you know what's so interesting, right? Because like this is what's so fascinating about this Sonic Racing thing. And as I always say, it's not a game until you show gameplays. No one gives a fuck about CGI teasers. But like, when it's a main series game, people are always like tapped in from the beginning. The moment there's a CGI teaser, people want to talk about the game. Everything about the game does well. Racing Crossworlds, when the CGI teaser dropped, people didn't give a fuck. Like, you covered the game, it was getting shit views. I saw everyone's content, like the Sonic 2 was covering, the views are mediocre. The moment the gameplay dropped, the people went, oh, this doesn't look mid? Then all of a sudden, it's like the views went up. Like, people care now. Yo, Sorex with the £20 donation. Love your stream spread. Thank you so much for the support, Sorex. Thank you. We are out here. We're here to cover this game because, as I've been saying, people didn't care before. They care now. They saw the gameplay. They're like, oh, this don't look like it's gonna be some mid shit. And they got hyped up, and now people are showing up for the content. It's crazy right now. Stingray donated $2 and said, Knuckles' voice clips sound better in this game. Better than what? Then who we comparing it to though? Like, comparing it to TSR, like the same guy, or comparing it to someone else? You know? What's up, Unleash? Tell me about it. That's what I've been saying. It's like, people subconsciously realize that this isn't gonna be mid. And that's the thing about the whole Sonic versus Mario debate. Mario gets that initial hype because of the consistency over time that was built from consistent quality releases, which is why every time they announce something, it's like big hype because they already know it's gonna be big. Sonic lost that attention or that certified like quality. So when Sonic drops something, even if it's like good looking, people don't go into the same level of initial hype, right? But if it is really that good, it could grow over time. And I think Racing Crossworld, if they really pull this shit off properly, they execute it properly, even if it's a slow start in terms of sales, if they work it and they update it with new content, this shit could be huge. I'm saying, like, this could probably be the shit that people play more than the main series shit. Like, it would get more hours than Shadow Gens, it would get more hours than, I mean, I would say more hours than Mania. I put a lot of hours into Mania, but that was mods, to be fair. Like, a lot of it was modded content. If we take out the amount of hours spent on mods, it's definitely more hours than Shadow Gens that I'll put into it. Like, more hours than any Sonic game that's come out in years. Like, if they really support this, you know? So, it's one of those things, right? You have to put it together well. You have to support it. You have to update the content, you know, because from what I've seen, like, they seem serious about pushing this game, and I think they want to have their Mario Kart moment, like their moment where they have a big racer that's so well supported that they could just keep putting content out for years and years and years. And I think if they play their cards right, this could be it, you know. Those voice clips are gonna make you go to an asylum. Everyone keeps talking about these voice clips, man. I haven't seen all the new content yet, so we gotta go through a bunch of shit actually. This is just some merch shit, so I just figured I'll show this off. If you want to walk around with a Sonic Racing Crossworlds logo on your hoodie, you can, I guess. Or a Sonic Racing Crossworlds phone case, or like, what do they call these things? I forgot what they call these things. They got some merch if you want. Someone said petition for Tikal, KO Zero, and Infinite. I mean, I would play as KO Zero. Like, why not? I think spin-offs are the perfect time to just bring in everyone. Like, fuck the canon. No one gives a fuck about the fucking canon. It's a spin-off. There's no excuse. Put whoever the fuck in there. I don't care who. It could be comics. It could be some shit that no one cares about. If it's a character, just put them in the fucking game. I don't care. Like, I don't like the canon debates at all when it comes to this shit. Yo, Yassine Taby with the £10 donation. Thank you so much for the support. Imagine in the Nintendo Direct in April, they released a trailer for Sonic Crossworlds for Switch, and in the end of the trailer, Sonic drives through a ring and ends up in Mario Kart 9. Yeah, I mean, I don't really feel like that would be conducive to what they're trying to do, because the last thing you want when you're trying to make a Sonic racing game that you're trying to sell on Nintendo is say, hey, Sonic's in Mario Kart already. Like, I don't think that's really what they want to do, okay? Like, when they put Sonic in Mario Maker, it's because they weren't making Sonic Maker, you know? And even then, Sonic and Mario play very differently, but I think the point is, I don't think they're trying to do that. You know, I know a lot of people wanted Nintendo to effectively make Super Smash Kart. And look! If Sega was still being incompetent and this game wasn't looking that good, I would be saying the same shit. I would be like, yeah, put Sonic in Mario Kart 9. I'll play Sonic in Mario Kart. But, like, I kind of want Sega to pull it off themselves. I want Sega to stop using Mario as a fucking umbilical cord, like Olympic Games and all sorts of bullshit. Like, make your own shit. Make your own fighting game. It don't have to be in Smash. Make your own racing game. It don't have to be in Mario Kart. You know, like, just do your own fucking shit. Like, you don't have to be in Mario shit. The only reason you're latching onto Mario shit is because you don't have your own shit. I mean, I'm saying this as Ryu is in Smash and Street Fighter is still popping off, but I'm just saying, focus on your own shit. Sega can have their own shit that gets support. It doesn't have to be as big as Mario shit. They don't just have to, like, put the character in everyone else's shit and not do their own shit. That's all I'm saying, okay? What's this? Crank the Eurobeat. Crossworlds is being developed by Initial D, the arcade team. Since its initial reveal, one mystery hanging over is who's making it. It's not Sumo Digital. So apparently the people that made this game are the ones who are working on Crossworlds, basically. Let me zoom this out. It's like some kind of arcade machine thing. The official Initial D, the arcade account, posted today that its dev team is involved in Crossworld development. As Sega Retro lists, this would and could involve members of Sega's 2nd and 5th development divisions, the 2nd not only including Sonic Team themselves, but also one of Sega's prominent arcade divisions. So it's basically Sega, but like, it says Sonic Team on Steam. What's up, Lonely Goomba? I have a good feeling so far. Look, I've never had this little doubt for a Sonic game. Since Mania, really. Since Mania, I think. I mean, Shadow Generations, did I have doubt? I think I was just curious about how much content there was with Shadow Gens and the quality of the level design. I mean, I think with Shadow Gens, or with X Gens, most of the annoyance was from the lack of upgrading of Sonic Generations as opposed to Shadow Gens. So I think the critiques were mainly focused on that. I think Shadow Gens looked pretty solid. But I would say in terms of overall as a release, since Mania, this is like the least amount of doubt I've had for a release. You know? You were a bit pessimistic when we first saw it. Yeah, because Sega show nothing when they first show a game. They show fucking nothing. They give you the tiniest snippet, and they expect you to just fill in the blanks. Like, you know... Like, I had to be skeptical the first time. Like, that's just... It's Sega. Like, come on. Like, fool me once... You fool me, you can't get fooled again, okay? Like, that's the point. Like, you can't... You have to be skeptical. It's Sega. They haven't earned the right for me to not be skeptical. Because for that to happen, they'd have to be so consistent that there's not been one even mediocre release in, like, 10 years. To where you just start to take their word for shit. When they say, like, here's this game coming, you're just like, it's gonna be fire. Like, you just know. Like, and I don't know if Sega will ever be that consistent. We'll see. Maybe. A primary stream at a reasonable time. I mean, it's like midnight here. You know, I know you guys are in America, but like, this is late. You know, all their teasers do not. Yeah, like they be giving the most like everyone who saw that Frontiers, the first trailer, not the CGI bullshit, but like when they first did the gameplay reveals, everyone was skeptical. Okay, everyone, because they show it in the weirdest of ways. And then as there was more gameplay, it's like, okay, it's not that bad, like, but when they first showed it, it was just different. 24 tracks is good. How many of those Crossworld ring sections are there? I'm worried to be like the same. I think they said it was like 13 or 15 Crossworlds and 24 tracks. So there's a lot of Crossworlds. But given that you're gonna enter a Crossworld in every single race, yeah, you're gonna see the same 15 Crossworlds. But if they are smart and they update their game, there could be more. Let's just give a conservative number, right? Let's be conservative. Let's say every year they add, let's just say they add 4 new tracks, 3 new Crossworlds. So we got 24 tracks, right? And then 15 Crossworlds. Let's open the notepad. You know I love the notepad. So it's 2025 right now. So you got 24 tracks, 15 Crossworlds. How many characters we got? What's the character count on launch? 23 characters. Okay. 23 characters. This is what I mean by like supporting a game. right? Because we're using Mario Kart 8 as the blueprint. If they add 4 tracks, 3 Crossworlds, and 4 characters every year, so that's 4 plus 3 plus 4. If they add that every year, this is how the game is gonna look every year, right? That means that by the start of 2026, this is where we could be. Let's do the math. That means we could be at 28 tracks. We could be at 18 Crossworlds, and we could be at 27 characters. Let's say they do it again, right? They're still supporting the game. They're still pushing the game. They're still selling. Now movie 4's coming out, 2027. What have we got now? We got 32 tracks. Now we got 21 Crossworlds, and now we've got 31 characters. What if they do it again? What if they just keep supporting it? Like, it's DLC, right? People are gonna buy it because it's more content. 2028. Okay, PS6 is coming out, let's say. Now you've got 36 tracks, 20, what's the math on that? 24 Crossworlds, and then 35 characters. Now let's just skip to 2030, okay? Let's just skip to 20, it's a new decade, okay? If they kept going for 5 or 6 iterations, now you're at 44 tracks. Now you're at 30 Crossworlds, and now you're at, 43 characters. So by the time you're playing the game in 2030, by then, if they've supported this heavily and they push it this heavily, it must have done 10 million plus units. It's a clear hit at this point. Then you just rebundle it with all the added DLC and just sell it as an ultimate pack or whatever the fuck. That's a lot of content. Use XL. Man, look, listen. Forget all that, okay? I'm just trying to make a point here, okay? Someone said they need to add Sega characters. I feel like they already said they were adding Sega characters. It wasn't just Sonic. But, like, I mean, I wouldn't mind some BD Joe. Some II. You know? But, yeah. I think if the game is getting supported, you know, people are buying the DLC, the online is thriving. I'm assuming they're gonna try and squeeze in some microtransactions for the customization, but I don't know. I saw some currency things in the HUD that made me feel like there's gonna be some, and if there is some, that means they're gonna be raking it in. Then they have to, if they're making it, if they're adding microtransactions, they have to support it. There's no way around that. Crash Team Racing had all sorts of microtransactions. Nintendo hasn't gone that route yet. Nintendo's still, well, Nintendo's always late to adopt shit, so, you know, Nintendo hasn't gone the microtransaction route, but I feel like Sega, they low-key want to. Like, if we can sneak in some customization shit that people will pay for, I think that will motivate them to keep supporting the game, you know? So, that's just the way I see it. But it's just so much opportunities for content, you know, if they keep pushing this game. But yeah. Where are we now? I think this is the tweet about the initial deck team. We don't have to go through that again. There's real videos that we have to go through. That's why I'm trying to get through the quick shit really quickly. Alright, so we've got some Metal Harbor gameplay. This is from 14th Feb. Let's take a look at this. It says, enjoy some in-game sound and music from Racing Crossworlds. I hope they don't fumble the soundtrack though. Ah, Russia. Bye-bye, bye-bye. I think we might have seen this one before. I'm trying to remember. Alright, so that actually gives us the point structure as well. Alright, so we got these Racer Awards. So the Racer Awards is interesting. I think this is going to be like the in-game currency. So you get 10 of these ticket things for being first. You get 5 for whatever the fuck that means in English. And then you get 2 for 2 red star rings. So if you get all 5, you get 5. And I'm guessing that's how you do the customizations. And you got the point structure. If you're first, you get 15 points. Second, you get 12. Third, 10. So, I mean, pretty much standard point schedule. Structure, sorry. Eggman, man, lost behind Cream? What a slack. But yeah, simple point structure. Someone said there's no way Heroes Remake is coming out within the same year. I mean, the fact that they revealed this racing game so early, I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility that they still have something else for November. I'm just saying. Doesn't mean Heroes Remake. I'm just saying. I know you guys don't remember the 2000s where they used to drop a lot of games, but might I remind you what happened in November 2005, right? In November 2005, in November 2005, they dropped a spin-off game for Shadow, and then on the same day, they dropped the greatest 2D game ever made. Okay? On the same day. Don't forget, like, I know you guys, you weren't there for it, you don't remember. But for those of us who remember, when it comes to content onslaught, they didn't used to play around. So, like, it's not out of the realm of possibility to get a racing game and a remake in the same year. Now, that's not me saying it must happen this year. I don't know what they're planning. I'm just saying, if Crossworlds is a June release, there's plenty of time to promote a remake of the greatest game ever created. I'm just saying. Like, it's not really that ridiculous to think of, you know. They saving the Heroes remake for 2026, 2027 to prep for the movie. Yeah, but they got Frontiers 2 for movie 4. Like, they're not worried about the Heroes remake for that. I mean, they could still promote it alongside the movie if they wanted to, but I just don't think. Rush remake seems more likely now than before. What, because they put a Rush track in the game? But I mean, Heroes has been carrying the racing games on his back for years. Seaside Hill was like the Green Hill of the spin-offs. I mean, just because they brought back one track don't mean that, you know, they're doing Rush. I mean, I want them to do Rush. I would love, especially with my Steam Deck OLED, like, to have a widescreen, one-screen Sonic Rush. Like, speaking of which, how's the Advanced 2D compilation? Where's the finished EXE on that? I'm waiting on that. But yeah, like, Advanced Trilogy, Rush, I'm waiting on those decompilations. Like, I need that in widescreen. I need that shit. Rush ain't been mentioned like once since it came out, let's be real, at least it's something. Yeah, I mean, they don't be talking about a lot of spin-offs like that, you know, so, which is surprising, because Rush is one of those spin-offs where they put their actual Sonic Team stamp on it. Like, it was a Dimps game, but they put the Sonic Team logo on it, which they only tend to do that with spin-offs if they're proud of the game. When it actually is their game, they got no choice but to say this is Sonic Team. But when it's a spin-off and they put that Sonic Team on there, they want you to know, listen, we co-signing this shit because it's hot right now, okay? Like, we know this shit's hot. Yo, what's up, Jaden Lamar? What's good? Very funny, Soler. Nice bait. If Sega announced the new Shinobi game for August, then Crossworlds should have gone on a release date announcement for summer. Well, I mean, I don't know why they didn't give a release date. I'm actually curious. I think because they're doing the online test, I think they want to see how good their online is. And if the online is mid, like maybe the connection isn't stable. I think they're taking online very seriously. It's my theory. They're taking online very seriously. So they're doing this closed network test to see how well the online functions. And if it functions well, then they'd be like, okay, we're releasing this in, say, June, right? If the online functions mediocrely and they need to go back and tweak some shit, some netcode or whatever the fuck, however online works, then they'd have to push the date back to make sure the online works properly. So that's probably why they haven't given us a date yet. And I'm assuming, since they're being secretive about the Extreme Gear, that whatever trailer really delves into the Extreme Gear will probably be the trailer where they tell us the dates. You know, Sega likes to stagger their news, you know, output. Like, they don't want to give you everything in one go. It's like a trailer, a CGI teaser, then gameplay trailer. We'll hide this element of the gameplay, then show it to you later. Then the release date trailer, then the pre-order trailer. Like, it's a way to get more attention, basically. So, Lonely Goodman said, what if Extreme Gear is what ruins the game? Well, that's the thing, though, right? Like, I don't think it could. Because if it's a bonus, if it's like bikes in Mario Kart, and you don't have to use them, then even if the Extreme Gear was nowhere near as good as Riders, then you just treat it like a regular car racer. Like a kart racing game, and you just ignore the Extreme Gear. Which is not what I want to do. I mean, I want the Extreme Gear to be good, but it could still be competent even if that part isn't good. Only the people that want it to be Riders would really be that fussed about that, per se. But, you know, it just feels like the game doesn't. Even without Extreme Gear, this game looks fun, right? Just if we pretend Extreme Gear doesn't exist, the game still looks fun. So if it's an additional thing that you can just decide to use Extreme Gear, but it's the same gameplay, then it's just a bonus thing to me. It's not a rider's game, you know. But if it's a separate mode, like the way Burnout Paradise like has like you have the car mode and you have the bike mode, it's like two different games basically. If it's a separate mode and that mode is mid, then I guess sure that's a bummer. But like I guess you just play the car mode and just avoid the Extreme Gear mode. I don't know. It just feels like, because I wasn't expecting an Extreme Gear game, I'm treating it like an afterthought, right? But if they somehow surprise me and it plays just like OG Riders, which it won't, because, I mean, okay, when I say it won't, maybe they get similar, but I feel like there's certain advanced elements they won't keep. Like the fuel management, like the trick rankings, although there might be a kind of trick ranking system, because they had like I saw a 360 degrees, 720, 1080, that seemed like a ranking thing. But I don't think they'll keep the fuel management. I don't think they'll keep the way you have to hold jump, like to build up, like the jump on the ramp to go to higher parts. I don't think they'll keep that. Like the fuel management and the ramp timing jumps, I don't think they're gonna keep that. Like it'll be like tap the jump button at the tip of the ramp, that's it. And they'll give you a wide window for it, you know. OG Riders is too much of journalist Sega ain't risking that. Yeah, I mean, but the thing about OG Riders is there's a way to do it to where casuals can still play. You just turn off the advanced elements for the average, like, casual, right? But then let the pro player use it. Does that make sense? But I understand, right? It's weird because you can't just have a fuel management system for some players and not for others. That feels unfair. Why have I got to watch my fuel and then Jimmy, who can't play with the advanced mode, gets to just have unlimited fuel and just keep, I don't know, boosting all this? I don't know. How would you balance that? So, you know. Someone said, actually, I think the charge jump will stay. The boat already works like that somewhat. Really? I mean, if it stays, it stays. You know, I'm not talking about the tap the jump at the tip of the ramp. I mean the way you had to, like, hold it. Like, but we'll see. You know. Tricks look too easy in Crossworld. The way IGN player pull up the trick looks like you can't fail. Well, I mean, you couldn't fail the Riders tricks either. It's just that if you landed and you weren't, you know, straight, then you'd get a C rank. So it was just like finish in time, and then, you know, you'd get anything above a C. Only if you messed up the landing, you get a C. So it wasn't hard to fail the tricks. I mean, it wasn't easy to fail anything in Riders. It's just that if you did the tricks more, especially if you got a higher jump, you had more time to move around, then you could get a higher ranking, basically. It wasn't, the trick system is not that complicated in Riders. It's not this overly complicated thing. It's just that they had a ranking system and a jump timer thing, which made it a bit more interesting. Loading Goodman said, I like how fast and snappy the tricks look, very arcadey. That's actually a gadget add-on, like, because in the original reveal, the tricks are a lot slower. They have like an advanced trick, what's its face? It's like a trick, man, I can't, my words are gone, man. Like, I'm getting too old for this shit. Where's the fucking manual? There was a manual that shows the thing that I'm talking about, and let me see if I can find it. Here it is. Here it is. Let me see. Yeah, Speedy Air Trick. 2 slots. Yeah, that's gonna be on. Speedy Air Trick is gonna be on by default. Like, that's not coming off. I'm definitely gonna have Speedy Air Trick on. I'm definitely gonna have this ultimate drift charge because it adds a 4th level to the drift charge, which is like, it's like the power slide shit, the boost shit when you drift. So that's gonna be on. There's some great gadgets here. Like, I love this. I love what they're doing. Ah, it feels so weird saying ugh. I love what they're doing. Ugh. Sega? Love what they're doing? Ugh. God. That doesn't even sound right. Someone said, are you gonna stream the beta version of the game when it comes out? It depends on if I get a code. It's a lock-based draw. You put in your email address and they decide whether they're gonna give it to you or not. And You know, there's no special treatment for us Sonic tubers, or at least not for me. I don't know about other Sonic tubers, but there is none for me. So Bradley, you are from the United Kingdom, okay? Stop joining in with the jokes with these other lot, okay? Seriously. You signed up with 4 different emails? I think I signed up with at least 3 emails, but like, I swear they'd be seeing the premydaremy and they'd be like, no, we're not gonna give him a code. Like, fuck him. Like, he was hating on us when Forces came out. Of course I was. It was Forces. The fuck? How you gonna be mad at me and hold a grudge because I critiqued mid? Like, send me a fucking code. Now the games are good, you don't want to send us no codes? I got a code for Team Sonic Race. I didn't even buy TSR. They sent me a code for that shit. Why you send me a code for TSR and I don't get no special treatment now? You're getting way too big for your boots, Sega. You made a few hit movies, now you think you Park now. The fuck? Wonder how the Switch version will run. Well, we can assume 30 FPS. Like, you know, that's just a given. I mean, it's gonna run fine. I mean, Sega knows that Switch 1 is gonna be a huge selling base for this game because, again, Mario Kart 9 is gonna be Switch 2 exclusive. So when that FOMO kicks in from all those Switch 1 users who just aren't ready to upgrade to Switch 2 just yet, they want to wait like 2, maybe 3 years for the library of Switch 2 to build up. Those people who are getting the Mario Kart 9 FOMO, they're gonna pick up Racing Crossworlds when they hear that it's good. When the reviews come in and it's like, this looks fun. I can't get Mario Kart 9 for another few years because I'm still on Switch 1, but I'll get me some Racing Crossworld. Then we got you. That's how we get you. You know? You think they'll bring in the rails for the Extreme Gears, or do you think they'll scrap it? I haven't seen any rails. Actually, I might have seen a rail. I think there was a rail in the footage. I don't know. I have no idea. Sega isn't even giving Fidel a free code, it's pure RNG. I mean, this is ridiculous though. Like, where's our special treatment? Like, man, where's our special, like, seriously. Not to sound like an entitled fuck, but like, man, where's that R. Kelly meme? I gave you 30 years of my career, like, I give you 10 years of this shit, man. 10 years. 10 years of this shit, man. We did this shit. Where's my videos page? 10 years of this shit, man. 10 whole years. And what did we do it for? Money? No. Fuck no. We did it for the love of the game. We had to sit through runners playthroughs. We had no content. There was a drought. We had Sonic runners playthroughs. Multiple parts of runners. Because there was no games coming out. We were doing multiple parts of runners. Okay? Like, runners. And you're not gonna send me a code? No special treatment like that? Literally. And they have the audacity to say that we do this shit for money. Please. God. If you want money, you better get ready for GTA 6, because GTA 6 is gonna make some millionaires though, for real. There's gonna be some content creators that blow up with GTA 6. GTA 6 is gonna make some millionaires, okay? You ain't making no millionaires off of Sonic. Like, you know, even the voice actors aren't getting no millions. Well, I mean, Colleen might be on her way though, the way shit's going. Like, the movies, Roger, not so much. Like, you didn't get the movie role, but, you know. Bradley, I know how a closed beta works, okay? I'm just saying that you should give the code to people that put their heart and soul into covering this franchise and not just random RNG, okay? That's all I'm saying. Do you think they'll add skate gears? Probably not, but I hope so because the customization on the car is insane. You mean like, are you talking about the shit that Shadow had in, what's it, OG Riders? He had that like, he had that skating outfit thing, right? Where he wasn't even on a board. Yeah, like, he had some shit like that. Oh, that's one thing I miss about Riders. I know it's like a little thing. I know people don't talk about this. This weird electrocution timer thing at the beginning, this shit was lit. Like, you had to perfectly time the run up. Like, I don't know why that shit was cool. It was just cool. But yeah, I always thought that was like slick, you know. But that wouldn't happen in a car racer because it's not a board. Like, it would only happen, you know, with like boards and shit like that. But yeah, like, yeah, Riders. This is probably the first time Riders has had any real competition. I'm just saying, like, this is probably the first time ever. Even before the transform stands get on my case, but like, yeah. Ugh. Alright, we got another little piece of gameplay. Let's take a look at this. It says here, boat mode lets you jump through the waves. Flight mode lets you fly freely through the sky. Please experience the new control experience that can only be found in this game. Oh, this is the official page. They got a Crossworlds Japan where they're posting shit. So yeah, you can actually see footage from here. I don't know if all of this is new, but we'll take a look at that. So quickly, we could take a quick look at the HUD here. Even the HUD looks nice. Even the HUD looks nice. You got the second place, you got the speed, you got the rings. What did TSR's HUD look like? What did the HUD look like on this game? TSR had a decent HUD. Had a decent HUD. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. All right, cool. Where were we? So that's the drift charging. 1, 2. And there's that gadget where if you get the perfect time drift, you get more like boost. So this is the flight mode. Yeah, I like when the flight modes are short. It's not for too long. But sometimes the flying shit just gets a bit boring if you're doing it for too long. So I prefer when it's like quick little moments where you fly and then back to the regular shit. But this is like boat mode. So like interestingly, you don't need a ramp to like do tricks. Like he's just here, and then he just like jumps up to get the rings and do tricks. Which that seems a bit like you wouldn't usually do that like in say a Riders or something. I don't know if that was in Transform, but it just seems like here you can just do it whenever. I really hope they don't fumble the soundtrack though, because like soundtrack is so important in a racing game. You need to be jamming, okay? Someone said it wasn't in Transform. Someone says it was in Transform. I don't know which one's right. You should replay the other racing games before this release. I mean, I might have to do I might do All Stars and Transformed. I don't really want to touch Zero Grav. And Free Riders. In terms of OG Riders, I think I did a Riders stream at some point. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, that was 5 years ago? Oh god, fucking hell, that was 5 years ago? I felt like just the other day. That was 6 years ago! Oh my fucking god. I was 23. I felt like I did this stream like a short time ago. I didn't realize it was 6 years ago. Where the fuck did the time go? God. What was I saying? Yeah, I might do All Stars Racing and All Stars Racing Transform because I didn't sink enough hours into those games when they came out. I just kind of tried them. I wasn't really that fussed. I had Mario Kart. I wasn't a Sonic tuber, so no forceful obligation to play it. You know, Zero Gravity, I got bored and I stopped playing it, so that's different. OG Riders is goated, obviously, but I think I do want to, since this is kind of falling in the, you know, the All-Stars kind of lane, I probably should play those two games, just so that when I'm, like, analyzing and reviewing this game, I can compare it directly to its competitors. Because the games it's competing with is its own games, like All-Stars Racing, Transform, and I guess competing with OG Riders in terms of the extreme gear stuff. So those are the three that I should probably be well versed in when I'm reviewing. No one cares about Zero Gravity, no one cares about Free Riders, you know. Lonely Goomba said Free Riders is the best one. The best what? The best, what do you mean the best? The best at what? The best shock when you hear the voice acting? There's not gonna be a Free Rider I'm not buying Connect just to do all that, okay? That's just, I'm not doing that, okay? Lonely Goomba, that's gotta be bait. That's got, you don't think Free Riders is the best one, okay? Ain't no way you think Free Riders is the best one, okay? Like, no way, okay? That's just crazy, okay? Like, there's no way you were hitting them rainbows on Splash Cannon and you think Free Riders is the best one. It's like you're actually there with Sonic and friends. Ugh. I will hit you up with a $500 super chat if you promise to play Free Riders entirely. Man, look. I don't even have Connect. I'm not, like, I have to go and buy Connect. Like, I don't want to play Free Riders. Ugh. Rufix Legacy Productions donated $5 and said, do you think Super Sonic will be unlockable in mission mode? In all Free Riders entries, he was unlockable if you got all gold emblems and S ranks. I don't know. I mean, those games are not heavily online, so Super Sonic being a thing doesn't seem like it would break the game. But wouldn't it be game breaking in an online game? I mean, I guess they'd have to nerf him, but then what's the point if he's nerfed? You know, was Super Sonic in the All-Stars games? I don't even know. The only downside of Free Riders is you need no spine in order to bend backwards far enough for the game to register it. I mean, I don't think that's the only downside. Don't sell the game's downside short, okay? There were quite a few downsides, you know? But, like, yeah, Free Riders... The voice acting, my god. He was in the first one. Super Sonic was his All-Stars move and the same as Shadow. Ah, okay. Yeah, Free Rider... You know, Free Rider... They had such a great mechanic of OG Riders, you know? And it feels like this game coming out is the closest, in terms of what we saw of the Extreme gear, it might be the closest to OG Riders in terms of mechanics than Zero Grab and Free Riders. Closest doesn't mean 100% accurate, I'm not saying it will be that, but it might be 75% of the Riders. I don't know if it'll have the rails. I don't think at all it's gonna have the fuel management system. I don't know if it's gonna have the charging of the jumps, you know. Those are the three things I don't think will happen. I don't think it's gonna have full-blown ranking systems on the tricks, but I do think you get boost based off tricks, you know. So how do you feel about Jet's voice being in Crossworlds as not Jason Griffith? Well, they already changed Jet's voice before. He was in a previous game with a different voice, so it wouldn't be the first time. You can tell Prem has never been traumatized by Free Riders because the worst thing you can think about the game is the voice acting. I actually saw Kobe's playthrough of Free Riders. I watched that when that came out. You know, like, I mean, I would have given it a go, but like, it's Connect. I didn't have Connect, so like, I remember when Connect was new, we were in school talking about like this Connect thing. Well, back then we were still calling it Project Natal. That's what they called it. This Project Natal thing is gonna change the game. Like in the 2010s, we'll stop using controllers and we'll just use our hands, and you know, like, fuck out of here with that bullshit. Okay. In a way, though, VR is trying to be that though, but it's not there yet. It's still not there yet. You never played it? I never played it because I think people said you could use the analog stick to play on emulator, but I felt like I'd be doing a disservice for my first experience of the game to be with an analog stick when the whole point of it is its Connect. I need to experience it the way it was intended before I allow myself to just emulate it with an analog stick. You remember when people were hyping up the Apple Vision last year? Look, I mean, VR is definitely gonna be the future, but we're just so we're years away from it. Like, it's not ready yet. It's very early shit. It's just not there yet. Graphically, it's not there yet. You know, the size of the headsets is not there yet. The fact that we don't have those like omnidirectional treadmills on the floor that you can just walk on them without using a controller. Like, it's not Ready Player One shit yet. It's gonna take another decade plus before we get to that shit, okay? Microsoft was gonna make Kinect mandatory with the Xbox One at one point. Didn't they like bundle it with the Xbox One and then they caved and then made a separate version without it or something like that? Yeah, they forced that one. Yeah, they definitely forced that at one point. I remember that shit. Yeah, Microsoft really fumbled the Xbox One launch in so many ways, right? They tried to turn physical games into digital games with the DRM, the Kinect shit. They were getting a little bit too big for their boots, which is what every company does when they're winning a little bit. They start getting cocky. And then they gotta get smacked back down to reality. Free Riders is, even though it's based off a series that's previously played on controller, the game is entirely designed around Kinect. It'll be like playing Wii Sports on a controller. Exactly. I don't want to be one of those people that never play Free Riders and then downloads it on an emulator, plays it with a controller with a bunch of mods that improve the experience and be like, what are you guys talking about? Free Riders is great. Did you play it the way it was intended? No? What are you talking about? Like, what are you talking? It's almost like the PO6 thing. Like, go and play PO6 and be like, why is everyone hating on Sonic 06? Like, did you play 06? Like, which version do you play? You know? It's just one of those things. Phil Spencer was in a shit situation. If Xbox One didn't fumble, they wouldn't be a third-party company right now. Well, they're not completely third company yet. Look, Xbox Series, they chose to go the Game Pass route, okay? Like, they willingly decided to lose the hardware market. I mean, I know PlayStation was still winning, but if Xbox was serious about selling Xboxes and not Game Pass, they could have won. They were buying up all sorts of devs. They could have made everything exclusive, and they would have made all the money, or they would have sold all the consoles. They chose to buy these, like they bought Bethesda, and they didn't make all the games exclusive. They chose to do that because they want to do the Game Pass thing, and they don't care about Xbox has to sell. Look, Microsoft is so rich as a company, right? Like, I don't think people understand. Let me see. Rockstar net worth. Rockstar Games, 22.5 billion. Microsoft net worth, 3 trillion. Alright, so Rockstar's worth 20, let's just say 25 bill. Microsoft's worth 3 trillion. Is it out of the realm of possibility? If Microsoft were really seriously trying to compete, is it out of the realm of possibility that they could buy Rockstar and say GTA 6 only on Xbox, period, done? Which I just dropped, see, I just dropped something. They could just buy Rockstar, be like, GTA 6 only comes to Xbox. Just like that, Xbox is now selling. Just like that. They have the power to do this shit, but they don't care about like hardware sales anymore. They're trying to do Game Pass because they believe Game Pass is the future. So they're trying to rack up subscriptions. They bought Bethesda for like, what was it, 70 bill? Or some shit. How much should they buy Bethesda for? Like, let me see. Microsoft buys Bethesda billion. 7.5 bill. Right? Like, Rockstar's 22 point something. If they wanted to, they could do it. You buy Rockstar? GTA 6 Xbox exclusive? The Xboxes will sell. They will sell. It's as simple as that. So again, Microsoft chose this route. They chose the Game Pass route, and that's the route they wanted. Because I think they believe if they can get Game Pass to run on everything, like if they can get it to run on, say, PlayStation, Switch, then that's subscriptions that they're gonna rack up. We're in this subscription culture now where we're not allowed to own anything. Everything's a fucking subscription. So, you know, that's just how it is. Anyway, we're talking about the Sonic. See, I'm getting sidetracked. I'm talking about random shit that's not the Sonic. We got another gameplay post here. The course changes between the first and third laps. Did you notice anything that changed? Deadlines for the application for the closed network test is today. And that was the 18th, so that's over. Alright, let's take a look at this gameplay. This is the Sunshine Airport looking area, isn't it? Oh no, this is a different. This is the Spagonia looking place, so the museum. I'm trying to pay attention to the music. Yeah, I like the drift boost. So, so you have to manually like do the boost, right? It's not like Mario Kart like 8 where you just stay in drift and it boosts. You have to like do something, right? You know, like how with Mario Kart DS you had to move the D-pad to hit the boost. You have to like engage it, right? You don't? Huh. So it's like you just hold it basically. I mean, I personally prefer when you have to manually engage. But I guess, you know, the fear of snaking, but I don't know. I just like manual engagement of the drift. I really wish Sega would do like CCs because like I'll be looking at the speed and I'm like, could it go a bit faster? Cause like 200cc, like it's kind of sparse now. Like I don't wanna go back. You know, it just kind of feels like if there's like speed modes, cause some people want to play at these slow ass fucking speeds, and I'm just like I want to go fast. It does have CCs. The high difficulties increase the speed. How does it work? Where did they describe it? It's not confirmed for this. The prior games did that. Oh, okay. Transformed it, I'm guessing. But is the fastest speed fast though, right? Because like I feel like 150cc Mario Kart was like the bar for several years, and then 200 came along and it raised the bar. And I'm just wondering if the fastest speed is gonna be enough. Because like what makes the fast speed good is that the turns become tight. These turns don't seem tight. They just seem like, well, like standard 150cc kind of gameplay, you know? Sackle Beast donated £2. Thank you so much for the support. Bradley said this music is so mid, OMG. Yeah, I mean, I haven't heard any songs that have caught my eye yet, which was actually one of my issues with Transformed, is that a lot of the music felt forgettable, you know? I feel like TSR in the music department was actually pretty decent, you know? I know as a game it was kind of forgettable, but I think musically TSR really did, like, it did its thing. It did its thing. Let me take a quick refresher, actually. I want to take a look at that. Yeah, I feel like TSR, like, OST-wise was hidden. Let me not go to the green light, right? Let me go to, like, a track. Even Wish Circuit had a good song. We haven't even gone through all the gameplay. We got shit to go through. Oh yeah, they were hitting. This song was heat. Yeah. What else we got? Yeah, this is a good one. What else you got? That's some Cosby Show intro shit. Like, you know, I know most of you haven't watched the Cosby Show because, you know. But like, you know the moments in the Cosby Show intro when Bill starts going all, you know, ridiculous with the eye rolls and the weird dances? That's what that reminds me of. It's a decent song. Okay. Okay. Who did the soundtrack for this game? Yeah. When it comes to like Sonic Racing game soundtracks, TSR We're gonna have to have a serious conversation about like how the other games are missing the mark a little bit. A little bit. I mean, I like OG Riders soundtrack though. It wasn't the greatest soundtrack ever, but I like the songs in that game. But yeah. Ocean View. Let's see. Oh yeah, this song was fire. This song was fire. We need to have a serious conversation. TSR, everyone working on it. June, T, Otani, Hyper Potions, Toriana. I don't know who Toriana is, but alright. Which one is this? Oh, this is Sonic Warrior. Okay, Lost Palace. Where's the main Lost Palace? Intro, Flyby, Final Lap. Where's my favorite shit? Where's my favorite song in the game? Which one is my favorite one? Where is it? It's not this one. Frozen Junkyard. Yeah, that was my shit. This was my shit. This was my shit. This was my shit. This was my shit. I haven't heard this OST in so long. If Crossworlds doesn't have a campaign mode, at least to funnel people towards the online. It probably does have a campaign. The website was making it seem like they had tons of modes. They were saying they had a bunch of modes. I doubt it's not gonna have a single player, like, you know. Compare this Ocean View meets the Crossworlds. Once you get to the gameplay, the fall-off is insane. Yeah, I mean, we gonna have a serious conversation about like mods when it comes to online games. You know, when it's single player, Sega don't give a fuck. But like, now that it's online, we gonna have a real conversation about mods. Cause like, if the online is fire, I'm not trying to get banned just cause I put on a Jason Griffith voice mod and a music mod or some shit like that, you know? Because like, if they fumble the music and the VAs, they're gonna fumble the VAs, that's a guarantee. If they fumble the music, and we gonna have like voice actor mods and like music mods, are they gonna say like I'm trying to cheat? Like, oh, you got mods enabled so you can't go online, they're gonna ban me? Like, I'm not trying to get banned just because I want to hear Jason Griffith, okay? Like, I mean, like, I still want to play the game, but I just wonder what's gonna happen with that. Seesaw Ocean on $82 said, nah, Premier, forgetting the Zero Gravity OST. Well, I mean, look, TSR, Sonic Riders, and Zero Grab would be top 3 in terms of the racing OSTs. You know, the fumble was like Transform OST was a fumble. All Stars Racing, I can't remember one song in that game. Zero Gravity had some hits though. Zero Gravity had some hits. As mid as the game was, it had some hits. I mean, it had that one fucking song that everyone fucking plays this song. Not this song. Where's the song I'm talking about? You know the song. You know the song I'm talking about. I just fucking forgot the name. Yeah, the menu song, which I can't seem to find in the playlist. I can't seem to find it in the playlist. I wouldn't put the soundtrack over Riders though. I wouldn't put it over Riders though, because I mean, like, I'm just saying, when that Babylon Garden comes on, it's a wrap. Woo! Let the rave begin. Do you think cars can be as acrobatic and mechanically depth as the Extreme Gear? Look, they're already making the cars do tricks. So if the cars can do tricks, and the cars can drift, and the cars can boost, and the cars can go on ramps, what's left? The ability to rail grind with a car? The ability to fly with a car? Transformed already basically does that. You know, I don't see, like, you could make the cars and the boards perform basically the same, and it would work. Even down to the fuel management, if you wanted to go that far and have the fuel management system return, you could have that with the cars. The only difference is technically, when you run out of fuel with a hoverboard, you would run and grab the hoverboard and then go and refuel. But technically, if your car runs out of fuel, realistically speaking, you can't just grab your car and run with your car to go and refuel, right? The car's supposed to be heavier than a board. So it would be a bit weird to see Sonic just grab his car and just like, even if it's like not that heavy because it's a cart, it would just be a bit weird to see him just grab the car on the side and like, I need to go and find a pit stop. Sand ruins and riders. Yeah, I mean, riders, man. See, this is not supposed to be a Riders Glaze stream, okay? We still got footage to go through. Don't go anywhere. Don't touch that dial, like they used to say in the 90s. They can make you run behind the car and push it. If you actually pushed it at a realistic speed, you would lose the race, okay? Like, I don't know. It says here, in both the English and Japanese version of Sonic Racing Crossworlds, Sonic will shout the iconic scorecards from SA2 in order as you land tricks. Good, great, nice, jamming, cool, radical, tight, awesome, extreme, perfect. Alright, let's take a look at this. Let's move the music down here. Alright, let's see the Japanese one. I mean the English one, sorry. No, these are both Japanese. Yeah, I'm only seeing it. Yeah, I think it's the same clip. Oh, they posted it as separate too. Okay, hold on. God, that Jason Griffith voice board gonna hit like crack in the 80s. Oh my god. Oof, it's gonna hit like crack. I'm just, if they ban people for using mods, that's gonna be sad. Alright. Sega confirmed that Sonic Racing Crossworlds will contain both Sonic characters and characters of other Sega universes. So it is a crossover, they just aren't showing any of that content yet. They said characters though, but did they confirm stages? I mean, they said the Japanese site for the online test revealed a Galaxy Force 2 track. So that's why we didn't recognize who that was. I thought that was Bowser, but apparently it's from some Galaxy Force 2. I'm guessing some Sega game that no one gives a fuck about. April 1988. See what I mean? Exactly the shit I was talking about. Which I'm fine with it, okay? Bring back some obscure shit. It's a racing game, why not? What is this? Galaxy Force? I don't know who that is, but make her playable. We'll play as her, okay? Anyway, yeah. If they're picking obscure shit, bring a Knights course. You know, bring a Monkey Ball course. Bring a crazy, what would a crazy taxi course even look like? Just like New York? You know, like Big Apple? I don't know. Jet Set Radio course. You know, it should basically be Sega cards. Is what I'm saying. You know. Give me a Shinobi course. That new Shinobi game is looking fire. Give me a Shinobi course. Like, there's so much they could do. Even if you don't get a full track, you could get like a crossword. At least that's one lap. You know, if you're playing a Sonic level, then crossword into a Monkey Ball level. That would be crazy. You know? Gamer Guide, chill with the baits, okay? But look, I mean, look. I don't even think it's that wild to say people would prefer Crossworlds to Riders, because Riders is just lacking in content. You know, it's lacking in content. It's a very old game. You know, mechanically, I don't think Crossworlds Extreme Gear will beat Riders. Mechanically, I don't think that will happen. But that doesn't mean that Crossworlds couldn't be a better game overall. With the right amount of content and execution, you know, it could be a better game than Riders. Because as great as the mechanics are for Riders, it is limited by the amount of content that's in the game. You know, so it's just one of those things. Gamer Guy said all it needs is to be better than Free Ride. I don't think we should be using Free Riders as the bar, Gamer Guide. Because a lot of games are better than Free Riders and are still not great. So that should not be the bar. We need to leave these like Sonic fan bars back in the 2010s. As long as it's better than Forces, then we're good. No, we're not good. We are not good. Okay? We're not good. But yeah, where are we? Oh yeah, someone confirmed that Sweet Mountain is in fact in the game because they looked at the footage, they saw a Crossworld, and that Crossworld looks like Sweet Mountain. So there's a Sweet Mountain Crossworld, basically, in the game. Which, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, if it's fun, it's fun. That's Metal Harbor actually got reconfirmed. Oh shit, it was just Metal Harbor. Someone saying it's not Metal Harbor, it's Sweet Mountain. I don't know. I mean, it's Izuka, right? He's gonna put a colors level in there, so I mean, it wouldn't surprise me per se. Where's the music? Let me put another song on. Someone said, what happens if you don't get the Sonic Prime DLC? I would assume that means you can't play as the Sonic Prime characters. Oh yeah, and also Sega will show up to your door and murder you, obviously. But aside from that, nothing crazy. Alright, time for the main events. We've got videos to go through. New footage of Sonic Racing Crossworlds featuring Sonic Racing through Metal Harbor. They got the 4K version, which is what we're going to check out. That's 7 minutes long. And we got this customization clip. And we got this 3-minute review from Gamer Braves that we need to check out as well. So we've got quite a few things to go through. Trying to figure out which one to go through first though. I think we'll go through the Gamer Braves video first. And then we'll look at the footage last. I forgot how nice this song is. This is a great song. Generations has some decent songs in the soundtrack. I mean, it wasn't a perfect soundtrack, but you know.
We had the opportunity to try Sonic Racing Crossworlds on the PS5 in a recent hands-on session.
I'm gonna start calling this shit Sonic CW because it gives me Vampire Diaries nostalgia.
Sonic Racing Crossworlds is what happens when arcade-style racing meets the chaotic world of kart racing.
Alright.
Hey, this is Sean from Gamer Braves. It's been 8 years since we established Gamer Braves channel. We went to a lot of over from Gamer Braves.
Is that actions?
8 years since we established
another hype Sonic game. Sonic Shadow Generations okay.
Gamer Braves channel.
They only got 30k subs. Why are they getting access to the game? Where's my access? My shit like 5 times your shit. Numbers wise, I'm out here. You're not fucking creeping up. Give me my demo of the game, Sega.
A lot of prominent figures from the industry, Ryuzo Sugimoto, Sean Layden, and even Yagu. One of the easiest way to support us is to subscribe to our channel.
Put Chaos Island from Shadow Gens next time. Next? What do you mean put, like, in the game?
You know, support like this.
You keep calling it Crossroads by mistake. Oh, Crossroads would have been fire. And the intro music could have been like the Bone Thugs song. You open the game and it's like, welcome to the Crossroads. That would have been crazy. Oh, it's like Burnout Paradise where they put Paradise City on. It's like, whew, that shit hits. You know? Yeah, Crossroads would have been crazy.
One of the easiest way to support us is to subscribe to our channel. You know, support like this will actually gives us motivation and pushes us to produce better content. If you have already subscribed, thank you so much. Please enjoy the rest of the video.
Developed by a team that includes members who previously worked on Initial D's arcade games, this game looks to bring an engaging multiplayer racing experience. We try about an hour of racing across 5 to 6
Man, he barely started racing, Sonic's already leaping out of his car.
experience. We try about an hour of racing across 5 to 6 tracks. One big change is that ring collection isn't just for show, it actually affects your max speed. So the more rings you have, the faster you go. But lose them in collisions or by falling off the track? Yeah, someone else is gonna pick them up. And then there you go. But lose them.
So what happens if you just land down here? Like,
the track?
well, there's rings down there, so I'm guessing you can land down. Okay, cool.
Yeah, someone else is gonna pick them up. And then there's the travel ring voting system. Players vote on the first track before the race, but here's the twist. Whoever's leading by lap 2 chooses the next world. This means being in first isn't just about staying ahead, it's about picking a course that plays to your strengths. Every race plays out differently depending on who's leading and what tracks get chosen.
Okay.
Now, customization is where things get really deep. The game gives you 4 car types: speed for higher maximum speed capability, acceleration for fast speed build-up, power for
Acceleration is a mid stat, right? Let's keep it real. Like, why would you pick an acceleration vehicle unless you plan to get whacked a million times and you have to start from scratch again? Like, you'd always go for speed and just not get hit, right? You know.
better durability for collisions, and control for better handling. On top of that, there's a gadget system. You unlock 6 equipment slots just by playing, and each slot lets you equip different passive abilities.
I'm just saying, if Silver's got extreme gear, like I'm gonna be maining Silver if he's like not acceleration, or if he's acceleration, then I don't know. But
some let you steal rings.
Acceleration is important in Mario Kart 8. I don't mean the stat is not useful. I mean picking your whole design to be acceleration based. Because a lot of the times when games have acceleration focused rides, it's like the speed is so low that who gives a fuck if your acceleration is fast or your speed is so low. Obviously, if you have both speed and acceleration, then cool. But if you ask me to pick between a speed-based vehicle and an acceleration-based vehicle, like, why would I pick acceleration? You know, you try and stay moving so you don't have to worry about acceleration.
From opponents, others boost drift gauge when you collide, and there's one that doubles your max ring capacity from 100 to 200. Huge for speed. The beauty of it is that slot size doesn't mean stronger, it's just different strategies. Meaning, if you want to go full offense, you can load up on collision perks. Or if you prefer precision, you can go all in on drifting and handling bonuses.
And that's the ring that takes you back to
the
Melt
rank
Harbor.
system also keeps things competitive, starting from F rank and climbing up to A, then legend ranks 1 to 9.
Wait, legend 1 to 9? Did you hear that? That's new information.
Competitive, starting from F rank and climbing up to A, then legend ranks 1 to 9.
They just said it was legend before. On the website it said legend. Now they're saying legend 1 to 9? There's gonna be some sweats in this game, like shit. I thought you get to legend and you're done. It's like 1 to 9? Whew. It's gonna be crazy.
And there's tons of card customization. You can tweak front, rear, and tires, plus colors, tints, and stickers for that personal touch. After our session, it's clear Sonic Racing Crossworlds is trying something different. It's got the chaos of kart racing, but with way more strategy than usual.
Way more strategy, okay.
The ability to check out other players' builds before a race adds a competitive edge that could lead to some deep community discussions, or
the tricks look fun. I
ruin
like the
friendships
tricks
when things get heated. With a strong progression system, intense customization, and the dynamic world switching mechanic, this one's shaping up to be a fresh take on kart racing. Will it deliver? We'll have to wait and see. What do you think of the game so far? Are you excited for Sonic Racing Crossworlds? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more future videos just like this one.
Got whacked by King Moo Moo in sunglasses. Oh god, there's so much Roger in 5 seconds. Oh my god. Headache. Oh god. Your issue with the tricks, it doesn't look like you can fail it. But I was saying this before, like, what does failing a trick mean? Like, in Riders, you just moved the analog stick. You only failed a trick if you didn't land properly. That was it. If you landed properly, then you'd be fine. I don't think there's any other way to really fail besides a poor landing. In All Stars, you lost your speed and didn't get the boost. Oh, so you're saying you still get the boost even though you trick poorly. Well, didn't they make it seem like, what's his face? Didn't they make it seem like you got more boost when you tricked better? Isn't that what they said? I could have sworn they said something like that. Gain a speed boost upon landing based on the number of tricks performed. So more number of tricks means more boost. Less tricks means less boost. So you get less boost, but it's not as punishing as transformed, or someone saying. Who do you think will voice Jet? I'm pretty sure it's just the person from before. Like, we've already been through this. Jet already has another VA. It's not since Jason Jet's already had another VA. The Olympic Games had Michael Yurchak, so either it's him or they got someone else. I don't know. When it comes to voice acting, again, like since 2010, like you know how I feel. So you know, I'm just seriously wondering if we'll be able to mod it or if it's gonna mess up the online, because they'll be like, you're modifying the game, you can't do that, and then you get yourself banned or some shit. I don't know if I want to risk that if the online is really popping off. In All Stars, TSR was a risk reward system. Either try to fit one more trick to get a higher tier boost, or fuck up when your character stumbles and loses most of their speed. Oh, so they made it too casual friendly by giving you a boost regardless, basically. That's interesting. Let me look at the footage again. Let me take a look at that. But when was the point in the footage where he failed the trick to not get the boost though? Because it seems like he's doing the tricks properly. It doesn't seem like he's messing them up. Gamer Guy said hopefully he can mute the constant voices. Wait, Gamer Guy, I thought you were a Roger stan. Why are you trying to mute the voices for? I don't think we've seen a fail. Like, he doesn't seem to... I mean, I guess with that one, it didn't seem like he landed perfectly. It seemed like he was still tricking. But, I mean, it didn't seem like he got a crazy boost either. So... you know, I don't know. Maybe it is less punishing. Yeah, these flight sections be a little bit Superman 64-y. Like, I don't want them to be too long because it kind of drags. The boat and the flying looks like it handles quite a bit differently from Transformed. Good differently, or like not good differently? Because again, I'm not really, I didn't play those games a lot, so I'm not really well versed in those games. Yeah, I mean, the tricks look fun, but obviously, like, it all depends on if there's a good risk-reward system. Because again, like with Riders, it was always like that. If I do too many tricks, I could fuck up the landing and get a C rank and get no boost. If I go hard and I do more tricks and I pull it off, I get more boost and I get higher ranking. And that was kind of why the tricks was fun. It was that risk-reward. But if there is no risk, or you don't get punished for fucking up, then you're just tricking for the sake of tricking. They all have Trick Mastery, so it's harder to fail. I thought Trick Mastery was supposed to make it easier to fail, like it was a more advanced stat thing. I want to see if these tickets become microtransactions though, like I'm curious. And also, what the fuck does this mean? I need to, what does this mean? Ugh, I need a translator. I can't even type that in because... Actually, let me see if I got the translate shit on my phone. Let's see if I can translate the image. was it Google Lens is the shit? Alright, so I just pointed at the Japanese text and it should just tell me what it means. I think. Okay, that's the translate button. Travel ring selector. Oh, okay. So you get the 5 tickets because you were first at the time in which it was time to select the Crossworld portal. So being first at that point before the second lap gives you 5 bonus. So even if you're not first for the whole race, just being first at that point is still 5 tickets. People keep saying they don't want microtransactions. I know you don't want microtransactions, but the reality of the situation is if they put microtransactions in for cosmetics, it means there will be way more cosmetics because they're making money off of it. It's just how it is. If it's not microtransaction based, they'll make a lot less content. I guarantee you that. The moment there's money involved, there'll be new cosmetics every fucking week. When there's money, look how much content Mario Kart Tour got. Did you see the way they were juicing people in Mario Kart Tour on the iPhone and Android? Did you see how fucking scummy the money practices were on Mario Kart? It was ridiculous. That's why they had so many fucking tracks in that game. So much fucking content. So much content that they were like, man, we should port some of this to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. We got so many tracks in here. We need to start like moving them over to the main shit now. Like, I'm telling you, that microtransaction money, they start adding a shit ton of content once they see the microtransactions. Because like, once they add the microtransactions, there's gonna be so much content that people won't even want to unlock everything. There's too much shit to unlock organically. Only the whales are gonna get everything, you know. But yeah. Vitality with the $2. We're not doing Song Quest today. That's why I didn't mention it, because there's too much copyright issues. I've been getting claimed too much, so we're not doing Song Quest. But thank you so much for a donation. Pin a no Song Quest comment. I mean, I didn't pin the Song Request because I figured if I didn't mention it, then people would just... Okay, let me pin a comment. Because usually when I do it, I put the thing up there so people can see it. But let me just pin a comment. Alright. I made it a thing. Yeah, I think everyone's expecting it now because we did it like 3 times. It was only like 3 times, but like, I guess it's like an expectation. So I have to clarify now. Usually watching your TV so you can't see chat. Wait, you could super chat on a TV? I didn't really think that was a thing. I thought you had to be on like a phone to see that. You have songs playing in the background so someone joining could think there's a request. Yeah, I mean, I guess, you know. Yo, Dark Sage with the $5 donation. Thank you so much for the support. You think Wave and Storm are getting voice changes too? Kate Higgins and Travis Willingham voiced them in Free Riders. Well, if they're both not here, then they're definitely getting voice changes, right? Like, they confirmed Wave and Storm, right? They were confirmed, so... Yeah, they're gonna, like... Yeah, I mean, this voice... We're living in the worst voice cast era for Sonic. It's so bad. It's even worse than, like, when Generations came out, because Travis was a decent Knuckles, at least, and he's gone. You know? And the Silver they had in Forces was a decent Silver. He wasn't peak Capella level, but it was a decent Silver. He's gone. Like, since TSR, like, I don't know how they pick voices. And now they're trying to get Eggman fired, so better believe that if they do that, Sega is gonna pick the worst replacement possible. And there'll be like 10 better alternatives that Sonic fans would have found already. That will be like, this person will be a better Eggman. And they'll find the worst. They'll scour the world to find the worst possible replacement and they'll hire that person. I feel it in my bones. Like, they had Jason Griffith in the studio. In the studio, he was there. Delivering. Juggling Sonic Shadow Jet with one hand. And they said, nah, we're gonna get rid of him. Like, with a straight face, they said that shit. I can only imagine who they'll pick for Eggman next at this rate. I don't even want to think about it. They will find someone that's just like, why? Someone said Mike Paul again. I don't think he's getting fired. I think people are just mad on Twitter. People have opinions. People on Twitter can't accept that it's okay to like someone's work and not like them. Like, it's not that deep. Okay? It's really not. You can enjoy someone's work and be like, I don't like them as a person, and just keep moving. It's just like, and I'm saying this with experience, okay? Like, really, I mean this. I was a kid when Kanye West dropped his first album. I was a child. I remember. I was there. Okay? And now he's a Nazi. Okay? So, like, it comes to a point where you have to stop being so attached to liking these celebrities as people just because they made some shit that you liked. Like, sometimes it's okay to be like, you know, I don't like you, but you know, I'ma consume that shit that you made because that shit was heat. But like, but you, you know, I feel like Twitter just can't accept that. They just have to be like, wait, you said something that I don't agree with, and you have a job, man? What the fuck? But you know, that's just how I feel about it. You know. That's just how I see it. Like, I'm so mentally detached from the whole celeb culture shit. It's just like, you can make something great and still be a mean person or still say some shit that people don't agree with. Kanye's a Nazi now. Like, it doesn't even sound right. It doesn't even sound right. But yeah, that's how I feel. I think there's another problem with it too. If you threaten people with losing their jobs because they said something you don't agree with, it creates an environment where everyone else, every other celebrity, then now has to lie about what they really feel like so that they don't lose their jobs. Which means now everyone's being fake. If you allow people to speak their mind without losing their jobs, then everyone becomes honest. And then you can actually really see who you like and who you don't like. The moment you say you're gonna get fired for saying this, then everyone just lies to you. Oh, we're not allowed to say that? Okay, then we won't say that. But deep down, they still think that. You know? So, it's like, when I watch, like, a movie that's got, like, an actor who's, like, an old white man, like, from that old racist era, I'm like, this man could be racist. We'll never know. Because he doesn't want to lose his job. But, you know, deep down, you're thinking, he's from that era. There's a good chance that, you know, he's on some Hulk Hogan shit, you know, there's a good chance that, you know, but he'd never say it, but, But yeah. But look, you guys do what you want to do on Twitter, okay? I'm just saying, don't be surprised if Sega picks the worst possible replacement. And I guarantee you, there will be better replacements. I don't even know any of the potential replacements, but there'll be people that could do a better job, and Sega will pick the worst replacement. Look at what they did. Look at the Knuckles voice we got in TSR. Look at the Silver voice we got in TSR. Look at the Sonic voice we got in Free Riders to present. They don't know how to pick anymore. Colleen, the last one left. Like that's it. So I'm just saying, when they do it, you know, we know what it is. They'll find the worst alternative. They won't even like. I just know they will. But it is what it is. I'm so detached from the VA shit now because, again, the Metacast is just, but I would use mods anyway. I don't really care, right? And it's not even like on some glaze. I think some people think I'm glazing, like I'm trying to glaze like a VA or something. Like, listen, my favorite Eggman was SA1, okay? I would still say that Sonic X and Sonic Rush was a goated Eggman though. But like my favorite Eggman is SA1. I hope people know that. So this is not some glacier. I really don't give a fuck, right? I'm just so detached from the whole celebrity thing that, like, again, like, when you're a fan of Kanye West, you've seen so much ridiculous shit that it's like anything that anyone else does in terms of saying some shit, it's like you're like mentally numb to it. It's like when you've seen Kanye's outbursts, it's like you can't top that, you know, unless you're harming people. That's different. That's like actual like real life shit. But in terms of saying wild shit online, you're not going to out wild Kanye. So once you've seen that, everything else just feels like, okay, I guess that shit was wrong. You shouldn't have said that. But like, Kanye's a Nazi, you know. It's just where I'm at right now. I call myself a Kanye listener. No, what we're doing now, you see, we've changed it now. Now we've separated Kanye West and Ye. Ye is present. It's like different Sonics. Ye is like now. The Nazi is Ye. Kanye West is the one that made Graduation. We follow Kanye West. We don't follow Ye. Okay, the distinction has been made. Okay, so it's not even the same shit anymore. Floating Kites donated $1 and said they're not firing Park unless he posts racist tweets or sexually harasses someone. These companies will only care if it got to major news media, and it won't. Also about to go through Watch Your Throne again tonight. Still that. Watch Your Throne is definitely a classic. That's like top 3 Kanye. But in terms of whether Sega would fire, I mean, I don't know what their mentality is, right? I've seen it gain a lot of traction. Maybe they would. I don't know. But I don't know what their mentality is at Sega. I mean, when it comes to Sega and voice actors, they really just surprise everyone. Again, they had Jason Griffith in the studio and they decided to get rid of him. I don't know whose brain thought of that idea and if he's still working at Sega, but that person's brain was malfunctioning clearly. So I don't know what their criteria is for we must cancel. I mean, and sometimes it might be a case of they might like call your phone and be like, listen, you've been wilding out, like issue an apology or some shit like that. Like, you know, we don't want to get rid of you, but you gotta issue some shit, like a statement. You gotta like, and sometimes that will be enough, you know. But to go straight to firing, maybe Roger should voice Eggman, right? Like, you ruined one character, why not ruin 2? Like 2 for 1, buy one get one free. Like, you know. Kaishi donated $2 and said Free Rider's Sonic Superform voice is great in my opinion. I heard that, it was decent. For Roger standards, it's pretty decent. Again, not on some Jason shit, but it was decent. You know. Anyway, where are we? Let's check out some of the customization options we got here. Do you guys remember something? I just wanted to bring this up because we were talking about microtransactions, so I feel like this is an important point that we need to bring up. Let me change this song to something else. Actually, I know I'm gonna play. Do you guys remember when Crash Team Racing Nitro Fuel was coming out? And the game had microtransactions, but they didn't want to deter people from the game. So like the review copies didn't have microtransactions in them, right? So that the reviews wouldn't mention them. And then like after the game came out, then they added the microtransactions. You remember that shit? I feel like Sega might be on some shit like that. Like, we'll have these customization options, we'll have these in-game tickets, but maybe like a little bit down the line, once we add a bit too much customization options, we'll make some really expensive things in there that realistically most people aren't gonna grind for. And then after the game's been reviewed and they managed to hit an 80 on Metacritic somehow, then we'll be like, you know, you can buy some of these tickets. You know, you could, if you wanna save some time, we got some time savers for you. Like, you know, like by then the game's been reviewed, it hits 80 on Metacritic or whatever. Like people are saying it's great. You already bought it. You can't refund it. It's past the refund period. If you want that special card, if you want that special extreme, pay up, nigga. What the fuck? And then it's too late now. Don't worry, floating cats. I've already moved on. I've mentally moved on. Like I have. Trust me. I made peace with it a long time ago. I just install my mods and go about my day. Ugh. Someone said Green Cave less than 0 gravity. Gigan rocks. Let me see what the fuck this is. Let me see. Let me see this song that we're glazing right now. Let's see what this song is. Sealed Ground. Okay. Rage bait you into the song quest. Yeah, I mean, I did get baited, I'm not gonna lie. But I don't remember what the song sounds like. That's why I needed to play it. It's a good song, though. It's a good song, though. Oh, I do remember this. I do remember this song. This song is good. This song is good. This song is good. Yeah, I mean, this new game, the soundtrack, I haven't heard any bangers yet. I'm just saying, with the new game, like, because Transform soundtrack was not moving me. And this new game, I haven't heard any song yet where I was like, even TSR had bops. So I'm just saying, like, you got your work cut out for you, Sega. Don't fumble the OST. Don't fumble that shit, because if the gameplay is solid, but the OST is not, it plays a huge role. Yeah, that's a good song. That's a good song. Anyway, we're supposed to be looking at the customization options. Let's watch this video. We'll probably go through on slow-mo as well afterwards, just to like really look at everything. They had some of this in TSR though. I remember customizing my shit in TSR. But it does kind of remind me of those racing games, like regular racing games, with all the metallic and the gloss and the pearlescent and all that shit. Alright, let's do a slow-mo check. Stingray donated $2, said, which Sonic game had your favorite Roger voice? In terms of Roger's performance? Is there a clear leader? I know that Colors was his worst in the main series. Probably Lost World. Probably Lost World. Most likely. But again, not by any huge margin. Just anything that wasn't Colors or Free Riders would probably be it. You know, simply put. I think those were his worst two. I think you need to rehear Lost World. Look, again, there was no best. Like, there was no favorite. It's just, I know which ones were the weakest, which was Colors and Free Riders, and everything else was similar. Someone said you put in Frontiers voice over Colors. Yes, I'm putting Frontiers voice over Colors. 100%. Okay. Like, although Colors had that one line from Roger that I like, but, you know, I'm still putting Frontiers voice over Colors. Alright, let's take a slower look at some of the. You got the Speedster Light in here, Dark Reaper, Retro Future, Mirage. Ooh, that's kind of flames. So you got the wheels, you got the different shapes. So these are all the different parts. So it's the same name across columns. So you got the colors. I think so you got the Sonic colors. You got Tails, Knuckles, Amy, Shadow, Omega, Cream, Eggman, and somehow Zaz is here. You got a decent amount of colors to pick from. Yeah, I mean, you got a good amount of options here. You got standard, solid, fine gloss, gloss, semi-gloss. It's like a fucking steak. Like medium rare, rare, like you got everything. You got the matte, deep metallic. What else is there? Let me see. There was metallic, there was pearl. Now it's using the color of the seat. Let me see. Oh yeah, so this is all the things you could change the color. So you could change the color on the main, the sub, and the accent of the body tile. And then there's a glow. Yeah, you can really customize your shit. They gotta do some random shit though. I want to see some some completely random shit that just makes no sense. Remember when Mario Kart had a Mercedes Benz in the game? Remember that shit? Like, what is that shit? They had a muck in the game. Like, they gotta do some wild shit. Like just random shit. Like, why is he in a Mercedes? Like, they gotta do something ridiculous. We want Nissans and Lambos. I mean, you can have the Nissans, but if they put a Lambo in this joint, like, shit, I'll ride. The fuck? Let me see. Lamborghini. Lamborghini. Bitch, I know you see me. Whew! Look at that. Let me see. Hold on. Man, if they did a deal with Lambo, and I could play a silver, and just drop into the silver Lamborghini. Ooh! Ooh! That's one of those things that, like, it's just a ridiculous thing they probably wouldn't do, but like if they did it, it would just make headlines everywhere. You can drive a Lamborghini in Sonic Racing Crossworlds. An average casual hearing that in an article, they'll be tempted to look up some gameplay of that just to be like, what the fuck? A Lamborghini? Like an official like collaboration? People will look that up. And some people might even buy the game just because of that. Like, it's no joke. Like, these things matter, okay? Man, Silver Lamborghini sounds great. Like, that just sounds... who wouldn't want a Silver Lamborghini? BMW i8 maybe? I don't know. Someone said, why are you so into silver? Like, I've always been a silver fan. Like, people don't know that about me. People don't know I'm a silver fan. I'm pretty sure I've always ridden for silver. Like, literally, I repped the one game he was playable in. Where's my Team Sonic Racing stream? I'm pretty sure I mained silver. I'm pretty sure I was maining silver even back then. Okay, that was Shadow. Well, I was trying different characters. It was a stream. I tried different characters. Scale LPC Games with an $8 donation. Thank you so much for the support. Welcome to the stream if you just showed up. I think I would have tried a bunch of different characters during TSR. Sonic Shadow, Yeah, I was playing a silver. I mean, this car wasn't my favorite. I think I changed the car though. I think I upgraded it to something else. I changed the parts. Oh god, the Sonic Rivals Us cutscenes with the text and image. They got up the budget now because this was not it. Okay, Riders had full cutscenes. I'm just saying. The budget cuts, man. It was not it. Ugh. You meant to write something but YouTube glitched out. Damn, man. Well, you can still write it. I'll read it. So I'm trying to figure out what all these things are. So we got like, we know the thing here is parts. This is paint. But what are all these other things? There's like 4 other things. I think horn, that must be horn sound. You could choose the sound of your horn. I think the shuffle button probably just means shuffle it so you come up with like it comes up with a design and you just pick on it, like, or pick it if you like it. So that's probably horn, that's shuffle. I don't know what these 2 are. I think one of them is like, what do they call it? The patterns. Not just a race, a special race to seize the force. Decals, yeah, decals. I think one of them is decals. So we got the horn, we got the decals, we got the shuffle, and then what is the other thing? One thing that I don't know what it is. Headlights? Someone said headlights. Yeah, I don't know what the last thing is. Boost color? Is that confirmed or is that a guess? Stickers. Stickers is different from decal? Okay. Okay. Alright. A lot of customization. We got 7 minutes of 4K footage. It's in Japanese. I don't know if they speak during the footage or not, but everything else in Japanese. Let's take a look at this. Nice, beautiful 4K, which my stream is in 1080p, so you guys want to see it in 4K, but I'll see it in 4K. ASAP Rocky not guilty. Oh shit, he beat his case. Damn, okay. Lucky for the Queen of Pop. Ugh. Yeah, they need a 200cc. They need a fast mode. 150 just don't hit the same after 200. Oh my god, with the jamming! Oh my god! Watch your overload. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god.
Let's keep up the pace.
What is that weird like thing that shows up? I think that's one of the power-ups, but the wrong was called. Wouldn't it be cool if when Knuckles does the tricks, he does shift rock? Yeah. Yo, Skate LPC Games with another $8 donation. Thank you so much for the support. Unrelated/late, but you went to Sonic Symphony. I don't think you ever shared your experience. Think you were in Temsy's vlog of it. Thoughts? I think I spoke about it. It was a good symphony. The only thing is, obviously Johnny didn't show up to the UK, so we didn't get that kind of experience. But you know, Junsonoya was there. I think Otani was there. It was a pretty good experience, I feel like. But I think the one we went to was a lot smaller. I think they started getting bigger venues as they got bigger. But yeah, I had fun. You know, I think it was an enjoyable experience. Bye-bye. Good. Jamming. Looking at the portal, see the portal doesn't fully load until you get close. Right now it just looks like, it looks weird, and then when you get close, then it adds like the Sonic Racing thing there, like it appears at the last second. So is that like a loading thing? Did you say, did you feel that, Knuckles? What?
Did you feel that, Knuckles?
What's Knuckles got to do? Where Knuckles? What the? What? Oh, hold on. What? Why is he talking? Where's Knuckles? Where is he Knuckles for it to be talking like that?
Feel that, Knuckles? Good. Think you're funny, Sonic?
Oh gosh. They're like taunt each other mid-race.
Oh yeah. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Alright, we got Tails now. What's this song? It sounds very cheesy. It sounds like the SA2 song. You know when you go through Metal Harbor and you get to the board section and it changes the song. It sounds like that song. Tails is less annoying. Well, that's because Colleen is voicing Tails. The tricks voice acting is giving off like, you know, Sonic Rush, like that. Yeah, okay, cool. It's like that kind of thing, but not with Jason, you know, which makes it more noticeable. Vitaly donated $2 and said, "Tell me why they got William Corkery at cons." You talking about the Tails voice? I mean, I don't go to those Sonic conventions, so I don't really be seeing shit like this. But yeah, it's because they cut their own words off. Yeah, I mean, could it get tiring quickly? Potentially, because like, if we do a quick Metal City, let's look at a quick Metal City. I'm trying to think when you do tricks and riders, it doesn't do that. It does like one clip when you hit the jump. Ah, Jason. One when you hit the jump and one when you land, that's it. Like, not every single movement. Not every single movement. Yeah. Oh my god, goated shit. Goated shit. Alright, I need to leave this footage before I start blazing again, because otherwise I want to start blazing. Yeah, okay. Before I start blazing, let me just leave. But yeah, I think every single movement is like a clip, and that probably would get tiring quickly. I don't know. It's one of those things, you have to play it to see. But it does feel like it's a lot. And I get it, like Sonic Rush did it, but, you know, Sonic Rush had Jason. And also, Sonic Rush had an amazing soundtrack. And this soundtrack is not carrying right now. Like, voices and soundtrack goes a long way. So, if the music was hitting, and maybe the voices were a bit quieter, then maybe it would be more tolerable. But right now, it just feels like the music is blending into the background instead of grabbing my eyes. Grabbing my ears, sorry. You know, and I think that's playing a role. Because if you look at, like, some of the more... like, if you think Mario Kart, right? If we type in Mario Kart 8 Piranha Plant Slide, like, this song is just crazy. Even the intro music is crazy. But, like... all the songs are catchy in this game. Right? So, like, I don't know. I just haven't heard any catchy music yet. But, yeah. I almost feel like... I feel like with TSR, they kind of knew the game was gonna be forgettable, so they were like, let's just make the music so good that we can use that to sell the game. Because they were dropping music drops to sell the game instead of, you know, gameplay drops. At one point, they were just showing us the music, like, look how good the music is, and it was good. But now it's like almost like they've forgotten how to make the music they used to make. Shadow Gen's soundtrack was nothing crazy. This doesn't sound crazy just yet. What was the last amazing soundtrack game they put out in terms of like releases? What? Let me see. I'm trying to remember because I be forgetting everything nowadays. Superstars, no. Obviously, Mania was 2017. Frontiers, you had the island themes, which are good. Cyberspace was shit musically. Forces had some bops musically as well. So realistically, we're talking since the 2010s, really. Since they had a fire soundtrack. Again, Frontiers has got great island themes, but Cyberspace was booty. So you're really looking at around that 2017 Mania Forces period. Especially Mania. When they really had a soundtrack that was like S-tier. You know? It's been a while. 2017 was 8 years ago. I don't know what happened since then. But like, TSR had some good music. That was 2019. I don't know. I don't want to have to use mods for music. I just want the music to just be great. You know, I don't want to have to like music mods, VA mods. Like, VA mods is already enough. I don't have to do music mods as well. Plus, if the online is really like popping, they're not going to let you mod the game anyway. They're going to start banning people if they put mods on. So they have to fix the music. Does the music change in the Crossworlds? Like when you get to lap 2, does the music actually change when you enter the Crossworld? Or they just keep the same song? I don't even think I paid attention to that. But anyway, let's see the rest of the footage. It does change, okay. Yeah, the trick voicing is a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. That casino part? So you choose the route when you get to the colored ramp. Okay. Alright, so flight section. Again, these sections are pretty simple. Not much happens here. This song sounds decent. Yeah, this song sounds decent. There's just not that many hazards in the flight section, so it's like when they last too long, it just starts to feel like, why do we have to be here? You're not drifting around tight corners. They put a few lasers there, but nothing crazy. Back into car form. Let me see the way the portal loads again. So you have like an image, and when you get close enough, then the racing thing shows up. So the third lap, it changes to that Metal Harbor, that last song of Metal Harbor. Is it me or does Tails sound like extra high pitched? Like I feel like that's different. I feel like Tails sounds really high pitched now. Oh, we got Nox. Okay. So this is the new Knuckles voice. Later.
Let's go. Let's go.
He sounds slightly better than he did in TSR, at least.
Oh, come on.
What did he get hit with?
Oh, come on.
Oh, they sliced this car. Oh, shit. How did he choose the thing when, what's it called? When he wasn't first? Isn't there someone ahead of him? I could have sworn there was a car right in front of him there. Yeah, the fight sections, is not enough hazards. It becomes really simple. Alright, got hit with the blooper. Is that 2-2 Sonic Warrior? Is that a shortcut over there? Let me see. It seems like a shorter route there. Ugh. It's like a high quality version of IGN clips. It probably is. Yeah, I mean, it looks interesting. It looks interesting. You can definitely feel where, like, Last Gen is holding the graphics back. Even little things like the Chow being, like, so weirdly slowly animated. You know, like, they just move, like, with low frame rate and things like that. Because they got support Switch 1, which is literally 2015 hardware, they have to, like, hold the graphics to that standard, even though it's running on Unreal Engine. Because if it was, like, PS5 series, Switch 2, they would have pushed the graphics to a much higher level. Game looks nice. Well, I'm not saying it doesn't look nice. I'm just saying that you can tell that it wasn't a next-gen focused game, because it isn't. If it was exclusively next-gen, you'd be able to tell. I put it this way, Mario Kart 9 doesn't have to worry about Switch 1 hardware. This does. So even though this is going to be on PC, it's still being designed with Switch 1 in mind, which even Nintendo isn't doing with Mario Kart 9. Although Mario Kart 9 doesn't look significantly graphically better, though, so I don't really know what the difference will be. Who is that messaging my phone? You really think this is a summer release? I kind of feel like this is the game for the year since they would reveal the market. I think it's a summer release. I think they're already doing a closed network test in February. Like, why make us wait till November? It seems like an anniversary release, like June. That's just the way it seems to me. You revealed it in Feb. You do the closed network test in Feb. Like June, right? Especially if they got another game, which they want to market throughout the E3 period, which would be June. You know? Especially if they want to cash in on that Switch 2 FOMO. What I mean by that is, well, it's going to be on Switch 2 on launch. And a lot of people on Switch 2 probably get Mario Kart 9 on launch anyway. But when Mario Kart 9 comes out and everyone's talking about it, let's say Switch 2 comes out July. So let's say Mario Kart 9 is out July. You want this game to be available around that same period. So that when the FOMO kicks in for anyone who doesn't have a Switch 2, they buy this as their, well, we can't get Mario Kart 9, we don't have a Switch 2, we're getting this, right? Because this is on everything else, right? Including Switch 2, but it's on everything. So you want it to be there the moment Mario Kart 9 is available as the consolation prize game. I know that sounds kind of like, well, consolation prize, but you know what I mean. Like, you want it to be there so that anyone who feels like, oh, Mario Kart 9 is nice, but I don't have a Switch 2 yet, I'm not getting one just yet, they'll be like, oh, we can get this, you know? The album wasn't mid, Luis. It was a good album.
Let's keep up the pace.
Yeah, I definitely think for me, like, I do want to see them push a faster speed, like a 200cc kind of speed. You know, apparently there's different speed levels, but I don't know what the faster speed is, because if it's this, it's closer to that 150 kind of speed, you know? I need a 200. I need something that's a bit more chaotic, is what I'm saying, you know? Try and listen to that song again. Let me hear that Crossworld song.
Let's keep up the pace.
Good, nice, jamming, nice, great, good, nice, great. I like this part of the song, but by the time you get there, the rap is over, you're not gonna hear it. I wonder if every race is gonna have a different song on the third lap compared to the first lap. That's what I'm wondering. Metal Harbor is obviously a certain example where like they have two songs in the original level, so it makes sense. But like, is it gonna be a thing like if they did Emerald Coast, then you have like the Asia Blue World song as the first lap, and then obviously the Crossworld is a Crossworld, and then the third lap you do the second song, which I forget the name of, Windy and Ripley, I think is the name. Would it be like that? You know, that could be interesting.
Did you feel that, Knuckles? I think you're funny, Sonic.
The taunting Knuckles is just hilarious. Why? He does the tricks, he's just like, did you feel that? I don't even know where Knuckles is when he says that shit. He just says it. Red Mountain could be so peak. Oh yeah, because in the first lap will be like da na 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 na, and then you get to the third lap and it's just like the Danny Phantom music. You want the Deadly Six song remix for a track? Well, on the topic of Lost World, somehow I feel like C-Bottom Segway needs to be a level. I know it's a rail-based level, but like aesthetically wise, C-Bottom Segway needs to be a course. Somehow that just needs to be a thing. Magma planets is what they called it. Yeah, the Crossworlds would definitely be a good way to bring in random levels from random Sega games that no one checks for anymore. Because you don't have to commit to a full, like, track, it's just one lap. Also, they should let you play as the Whale Hawk. I mean, I'd play as the Whale Hawk. Why not? You want rail grinding as a mechanic? I mean, a car grinding on rails, as weird as it is, I mean, I guess it's not as weird. I mean, it's not weirder than a hoverboard grinding on rails. Like, why would a hoverboard be on the rails? I mean, it's supposed to hover, right? It should hover over the rails. Later.
Let's go.
Imagine those options to just run Sonic All mode, so only Sonic and Shadow can activate it, and Metal Sonic. I would still be cheating though. Do you know what they need? They need the dude from the Sonic X pilot. What's his name? Sam Speed. They need that guy. He needs to be playable with his own Formula One. Like, he needs to be in there. There's so many like references you could bring in. Even Sonic Man would be a good character for this. Sonic could race Sonic Man. We need Professor Pickle with the cucumber cart. I like that route over there. Lauren Cass donated $1 and said, my rankings: 1, 808s and Heartbreak, 2, The Life of Pablo, 3, Late Reg. That is a very interesting top 3. I mean, a lot of the newer generation seem to like Pablo way more than us older fans. 4, Doctors of Fantasy, 5, CD at 5th? That is way too low. Grad at 6th? Jesus, Donda, Kid See Ghost. Watch the Throne at 10th? Okay, I mean, that's... I mean, graduation is first. CD is second. CD is clearly top 2. It might even be top 1, honestly. But graduation is first. CD is second. third could be either Watch the Throne or 808s, which would leave fifth place to like Dark Fantasy. You know, everything after that, I mean, you can rate how you want, really. I mean, those are the main ones. You know, I mentioned late registration, right? Late registration is probably next to Dark Fantasy. I'm not like the biggest late registration stan, but I still think it's great. Anyway, where were we? I think we've gone through everything now. Game looks good. What's the summary? Game looks good. Does it sound good? That's just a VA debate at this point. And the using of the tricks clips, you know, and the soundtrack debate. It looks good, but does it sound good? That's my question right now. Obviously, they're not showing the extreme gear, so I don't know why they would hide the extreme gear unless it was fundamentally different, though. Because if it just plays like the cars, why not just show it with the cars? Your first Kanye album was late, Reg. And you still think Pablo is better than Dark Fantasy? And CD? Pablo better than CD? No, I'm not. I don't know about all that. I don't know. Look, sometimes an artist does drop like an amazing project late into their career. It happens, you know. The Weeknd just made his best album ever, and it's his last album. Like, it happens. But Pablo was not bad than Dark Fantasy and Late Rich. I don't think. It's an easier listen. Pablo? I don't see how Pablo's that easier of a listen than Late Rich. Late Rich was not a hard listen. What was that hard about Gold Digger and Heard 'Em Say? I don't know. Dark Fantasy's a great listen. But it's not his last album, just his last album under The Weeknd. I said The Weeknd's last album. That's what that means, okay? Well, actually, it's not The Weeknd's last album. It's The Weeknd's last album. Ugh. But yeah, in terms of the Sonic, yeah, I mean, we don't know about the extreme gear because they're not showing it. The gameplay looks solid. It's just the voice acting and the music are the things that are more of concern right now. Those are the things where I'm like, especially the music, you know. A lot of it's forgettable. You can't have a forgettable soundtrack on a racing game. You just can't. It's a no-go. You're going to be replaying the same tracks over and over again. The songs need to hit, you know. So that's where I'm at right now in terms of the gameplay. And I really need a faster mode, like a 200cc kind of mode, you know, because if you want to compete with Mario Kart, I'm not saying try and outsell them, because obviously that's just pointless, but you need a faster mode. You need something that's just chaotic. That 150 like era, we've outgrown it now. Okay, we need 200. That shit needs to be so fast that drifting around the corners requires like serious effort. And, you know, it needs to feel intense. Except for Ye, Donda, Jesus King, and Vultures, I believe his albums are interchangeable. The only ones I feel are interchangeable are everything from CD to Watch the Throne. You could argue is interchangeable. Although I put Late Reg as the weakest of the Prime, which is, well, CD to Watch the Throne, that's the Prime. So in that era, Late Reg is at the bottom, but it's still goated. Everything else you could, kind of. I mean, kind of. You know, I still think Graduation is goated. CD had some of its best rapping. 808s. I just did an 808s listen today. I was in the car. Yeah. They're different moods. Graduation is his happiest album. CD is like his most soulful. Late Reg is a bit more somber. 808s is obviously the sad album. Watch the Throne is the most braggadocious. Dark Fantasy is a mix of everything, really. But yeah, I think that run from CD to Watch the Throne was untouchable. Untouchable 6-album run, only rivaled by the MJ run. MJ and Kanye, those 6-album runs were crazy, you know. So yeah, crazy run. You listened to Take Care for the first time recently? It's actually a go down, so you're going through Drake's disco. Yeah, I mean, Drake's music is good if you haven't got certain people in your ears telling you that he's not good. But they want to jump on the hate train, so, you know, it is what it is. 15 summers, and they want to hate. Graduation to Dark Fantasy to Dropout, just top 3. Yeah, I mean that's a decent top 3. You know, I don't have Dark Fantasy as high as everyone else. I mean, we're talking S tier projects, but I don't have it as high as everyone else because I just put Graduation, CD, 808s over it, you know. But it is great. It's probably his most ambitious project in terms of like just sonically. But Graduation hits the soul though. College Dropout hits the soul. Give Me a Hug, top 10 rap song of the year so far. I mean, I don't really have a top 10 in February. I haven't really thought about that. But there's some bops on there. Oh, Nokia. Nokia's a bop. CN Tower. Oh my god, Drake intro outro bag. CN Tower was a bop. Spider-Man, Superman, you know, Lasers. Even Misha Padre was funny. Like that was hilarious. Where do I put Lil Wayne in my ranking? Well, if you want my hip hop Mount Rushmore, my hip hop Mount Rushmore is first is the one that's on my beanie. Second is Kanye. Third is Wayne. Fourth is Drake. That's like hip hop specifically though. That's like rappers. I actually listen to Drake the most because like obviously he's not just rapping, he's versatile. The versatility of Drake means that you come back to him a whole lot more. But when we're talking strictly like rap, I would say that's my Mount Rushmore. But yeah, Doom, Kanye, Tyler, Nas, Jay-Z. Yeah, I wouldn't put Nas over Hove. Maybe lyrically, but not in terms of overall discog. Doom at first. I mean, a lot of people. MF Doom is now like, this is weird to say, but he's now bigger than Ja Rule. And I know that sounds like a ridiculous comparison to make, but I remember when Ja Rule was like the hottest artist out before 50 came along. And now, like, in terms of like streaming, MF Doom is like gained and gained and gained. And now MF Doom is actually bigger than Ja Rule. It's so weird, you know. But that's the thing about boom bap. Boom bap doesn't age, right? If you make good boom bap, 20 years from now they can still come back to it. Boom bap is just like the foundational shit. It's like making a 2D platformer. If you make a great 2D platformer, in 50 years they could play that and be like, that's a great 2D platformer. It won't age. It's just something about like foundational shit like that. It just stands the test of time. Boom bap is like, it's not a sound that will ever die. It will always be a thing. You know, like Joey Badass just dropped the three songs on Spotify yesterday. I was listening to them. Like, boom bap will just never die. Like, if you do good boom bap, you could die in 30 years from now to discover your shit and be like, he was a good rapper. That was some good boom bap. Every other sound like comes in waves, but boom bap just consistently will always just be there. You know? Your top 5 is Kanye, Kendrick, Drake, Yeet, and Playboy. Yeet? Really? different generations, I guess. Different generations. There's a whole lot of non-Sonic discussion on a Sonic stream. What's going on? You guys usually don't do that. You guys usually stick to the script. Kendrick, Wayne, Kanye, Cole, and Drake. I mean, honestly, J. Cole, like, I might be nostalgia biased though, because I got into J. Cole late, like 2016 and later. So even though my Mount Rushmore was already cemented by 2016, low key, like, when I look at my Spotify stats, I be listening to J. Cole. Like, he's my second most listened to artist on Spotify right now. And then, granted, that's a recent Spotify account, like 2017. It's not like all my years of Spotify. I had a previous account that I lost. And I also have iTunes. But on Spotify, it's my second most listened to artist. Realistically speaking, J. Cole should have made it into that Mount Rushmore, my top 4, but because I got into him late and it was cemented, it's hard to, like, remove the people that are already attached into that list. But yeah, J. Cole, he's really that guy. He's really that guy. Someone said, where's 100p? There we go. That's that Sonic discussion we love. I'm just saying, Kendrick made To Pimp a Butterfly, but could he make Pumpkin Hill? I don't think so. You know? I'm just saying. People are gonna think I hate Kendrick now. Ugh. But yeah, I've run out of things to say. Game looks good. Soundtrack sounds eh. Voice acting is meta, so you know what to expect of that. You know. Hopefully I get into the closed network test, but given that Sega doesn't like me very much, I probably won't. I'm checking my emails right now, actually. Yeah, they ain't sending me shit. My warranty is expired. What the fuck? For my Lenovo Legion Go? I already sold that like weeks ago. I sold my Legion Go when they announced the Switch. Switch 2. But they didn't even give us pre-order dates. So, yeah. Someone said the environments don't look very Sonic-y. I don't understand what that means. It's literally Metal Harbor. I mean, what more do you want? Metal Harbor, there's rings. There's like ramps and loops and shit. I don't see what's... Like, what is a Sonic-y environment? Like, SA2 is a photorealistic game for the time in which it came out. I mean, the locations in that game look like real-world locations. It was like San Francisco. You know, like, I don't understand what that means. Rap songs inspired by Sonic, we're not getting that. I stopped doing the parodies anyway. People stopped checking for them years ago. People just kind of got bored of them, so I just stopped bothering. The last one that they bought was years ago. Where's the playlist? Let's see. I did the Family Matters one, but that was a short. I'm not really counting that. I did the Knuckles original song, that got like 9K. I did the Sonic and Silver parody, that was a parody of Jail, Kanye Jail. That kind of bombed too. The Christmas one did well actually, 4 years ago. I did the Box, that was 55K. I did Old Town Road 37. So yeah, 4 or 5 years ago, the last time people actually checked for them. Now, obviously this one went mega viral. And then I did DNA. I did Black Beatles, Hotline Bling, Controller. Yeah, so people start checking for them. You bought faster on iTunes? Wow, thank you. I think I made a promise before. I think I said it in a stream. I said that if the Heroes remake comes this year, I was gonna do Sonic Heroes remixes and put it on my Spotify or some shit like that. Sonic Heroes covers. I could still do that. I could still do that. If people check for it, why not? Holy fuck. Did my streams go up on that Blue Hedgehog parody? I don't even check my stats for this shit. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Ugh. Introduce 6 foot, 7 foot, or a milli. A million rings. Ugh. A million rings. 6 ring, 7 ring. 6 ring, 7 ring, 8 rings in hand. When's the Heroes video dropping? I need to find time to do that, honestly. I wrote the script ages ago. A million rings, a million gems. 6 emeralds, 7 emeralds. Well, that works because Sonic 1 had 6 emeralds. Friend with a Sand feature. Ha! Actually, that short that we did went crazy viral. Actually, where's the short? Yeah, the Power Rangers short that went viral. We did a 700K on that. Anyway, I think we're done. I stopped wearing glasses. Do I have contacts now? I got like laser eye surgery like I'm pretty sure it was 2 years ago. Coming up on 2 years, yeah. So yeah, I don't wear glasses anymore. I think I have them somewhere. I don't think I got rid of them. I can't seem to find them, but oh wait, no. I still have them. Kind of dirty though. Yeah, I can't see. My vision's blurry now. Yeah. There you go. Ugh. Anyway. Did you get laser hair removal too? Is that why you wear beanies? Actually, I'm wearing a beanie because my hair is messy. I haven't cut it. It's actually growing out again. I had to bring the comb out. I don't know why you people think I'm going bald. I'm not going bald. Relax. Okay, chill. Ugh. Anyway, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell. More content coming whenever they decide to drop some new info in the game. If I get a code, I will stream it because they said you're allowed to. But knowing my luck, I probably won't get a code. Now, if one of you people signed up with multiple emails, which I know you people like to do that, actually, you'd be signing up with multiple emails. Okay? I think it's region locked though, I don't know. But if you signed up and you're from the UK and you use multiple emails and you got more than one code, say you got 2 codes, just email me a code. I'm just saying. Right? Like, I won't tell anyone. I won't snitch. Just like, you know, slide me one of those extra codes. I'm just saying, you know. But yeah. I mean, I might get a code, but I know my luck. They don't be sending me shit. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell. More content coming to the channel. But yeah, man, that's all I have to say right now. So, Remy out.